So I just joined a Minecraft server where all the fights look like this. And when I joined the server VC, they didn't think I had what it took.
Oh yeah, I have like 30 hours on PvP Legacy.
I got about maybe 25.
Yo, Kaz, how many do you have?
I don't know, I've logged on a few times.
Oh man, this guy's getting quick dropped.
This was the moment I decided I could not let that happen. Now I have 1 week before the server starts, which means I have 7 days to learn as much about PvP as possible. One small issue, my fights currently look like this. So, with only a week to prepare, I logged on to PvP Legacy, Minecraft's biggest modern PvP server, to learn everything that I could. This is what happened. Day 1 started out rough. I did my best at creating a kit, not knowing what the SMPs was at the time. I created an all-inclusive one I'd seen used on a bunch of servers before. I clicked assign, PvP Legacy's way of signing me up for a 1v1 queue, and entered my first fight. My opponent immediately pulled out Cobwebs, which at this point I had never dealt with before, but he messed up and I got some lucky hits in. The fight continued and I began using Ender Pearls, pretty much my main out during this video. E-Pearls can get you out of a lot of situations, and if you don't have water or can't hockey to it, they're pretty much the best way to escape webs. I tried to bow this guy from a distance, but he ended up taking about half my health, and he started messing around, leading me to get cocky, which ended the fight pretty quickly. This allowed me to learn my first of 3 lessons. Never, ever think you're better than somebody else. Ego can kill you a lot faster than failure. So after a few more fights, I went to Twitter to get some advice. Shocking, I know. 2 people, including the owner of my new SMP, said my fire was too high. So I downloaded a low fire pack and equipped that bad boy. I watched a few modern PvP tutorials learning about how to maneuver, turning off FOV effects, which would remove the weird screen shaking when sprinting, and how to bust it down. But on top of that, I had to prove to myself that it was just the version. I was just rusty. I'd been playing 1.8 for a while and I couldn't be bad at both versions. Right? Alright, I have a surprise for you. I want to test a theory.
Of course you have an MVP plus.
Don't diss the MVP. Why is it every time I get in a call with somebody I've never played Hypixel with, they comment on the MVP? Yeah, I paid money, so.
No. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh my god.
You cheating little bastard. You are not doing what I think you're doing.
What do you mean?
Bitch. You auto-clicking?
No. You really think I'm auto-clicking?
It sure damn feels like it.
I think you're just bad. I think you're just bad at the video game.
I think you're dumbass.
You know, if I was using an auto-clicker, I'd get banned, right? I'm just testing a theory.
What are you doing?
I'm clicking.
Fucking 1.18, baby! Hey. Don't you combo me. Don't you combo me. I'm supposed to be winning this duel. The whole point of this was I was supposed to easily win. Die. You'll never defeat me, Spider-Man. GG. After testing my skills in 1.8, day 2 started. With new knowledge, textures, and skills, I went into my first battle. My aim and ability to hit was already improving, and every death served as a teaching. During combat, I began trading hits, which won't win you a fight. I did take my new teachings into consideration and attempted a combo. And although my fighting skills were slowly building, my lack of healing knowledge once again led to my death. Cobwebs was also something I was running into a lot now, learning of their usefulness when I was able to get multiple hits in while my enemy had to focus on escaping. Still not relying on gaps, my health continued to drop below a safe amount, and even with multiple good hits, I end up still constantly losing. During a swords only match, I met my match and was almost immediately bested. Being too aggressive and reliant on my shield had stripped me of my common sense. Being able to adapt to the current situation was the key. With my horrible aim, I called upon my teachings and began to attempt to combo, or straight up avoid my opponents. Although swords only was still not my strong suit, I started relying on gaps, eating them more often and before I reached a lower amount of health. With a failed anvil and some good hits, I began trying to use a not so conventional strategy, which failed and quickly lowered my KD ratio. Not being very good with axes, I learned quickly how necessary they were to shield combat. And with that failure, my day was over, not without being quick dropped a couple times. On to day 3. Oh, this is the one where I just played Amori for like 10 hours. Moving on to day 4, I now had to practice twice as much and twice as hard to make up for lost time. So starting my double-sized session, I died. Yep. To compensate, I made a new kit based off the now available SMP limitations. My healing skills still needed work, due to that being my main reason for death. My aim was definitely improving though, especially on my bow. But today is where I learned my second of 3 lessons. Run if needed. A prime example being here, where I had lost my rhythm and was about to die, but pearled out of the way just in time. An example of when I should have run being here, where I got low enough that my totem popped. With my combo skills slowly improving, but still needing work, and the constant choking, I was losing quite often. I ran to heal, only after failing before. Still too late, however. One more hit and I popped my totem. I tried webs only to be avoided and later died to my own pearl. One thing I noticed on Legacy though, was people would ignore already queued signs, which made it quite hard to practice with my own kit. And after practicing for almost double my previous sessions, I called it a day. And the next session would see my PvP improve even more. Although still losing fights, my win rate was going up. After killing a man's pet and taunting him about it, I even managed to kill him. That, kids, is what we call psychological warfare. But after being defeated over and over again, my motivation to complete this challenge was going downhill fast. I sat in bed the following day, wondering if my skills were even really improving, if I even deserved to join this server. I got up to complete day 6, but it was death after death until eventually I just gave up. I don't think I'm gonna complete this video. If I'm being honest, I've spent the last 6 days trying to get good at this stuff, but I just keep dying. I don't even think the sunk cost fallacy applies to this anymore. The story doesn't have a good ending. It's just me dying, an embarrassing amount. I decided to complete day 7, hoping I could find someone to help me train. Not much luck in the beginning. I did win a few rounds due to lag, but I was off my game and the lag was definitely not helping. Trying to queue later in the day led to even more deaths. But after countless games, I found someone as equally bad at the game as me. Our fights were consistent, and I was even winning some. Losing others, sure, but our equal skill allowed for good practice. As you can see, we were both consistently hitting each other, leaving my opponent on half a heart this round. And I even won the next, and the next. My newfound confidence and this helpful training partner hardened my skills. We trained again, and again, eventually spending even longer than I did on day 4. Which would lead to even more back-to-back wins for me, even after dropping my sword. I even got better at chasing my enemy. Using lesson 2 and running myself out of danger, my wins got even more consistent. We practiced with different kits where my new combos could shine, and my hits were almost always landing now. I was able to swerve around my enemy, never letting them know my next move, and continuing to use lesson 2, a truly helpful commandment to have. Finishing off the day, I learned something new. Lesson 3, stay on your level. You're not gonna improve if you're just getting beat. And with all 3 lessons learned, I would need to put my training to the test. Day 8, I logged on to the Psychus SMP for the first time.
Instead of the blue berries, we can be the wingman. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, Hazel and Blush are here.
What?
Watch out! Oh, they missed!
Dude, tell me why our meeting table looks like the Power Rangers type shit.
Oh, Aussie!
Yeah, watch out! Oh shit! Dude, what are these spawn mechanics? What the fuck? Holy shit!
The other point of this was to kind of start the 1 month of this entire thing of killing, train.
Lock it up.
Oh, getting a shield.
I got you.
I'm good!
Pop.
He died!
Holy shit, they're not beating the allegations, So guys, you know in the upcoming end fight, you know the other team that we're allied with?
Of course.
So apparently they're gonna be betraying us in the end fight, and they're gonna kill every single one of us. So I think we should betray them first.
But that's a story for another day.